Yeah, baby, we're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD. This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What's up, everybody? It's Robert Kelly. Welcome to another episode of YKWD. What does that mean? You know what, dude? Listen, I had the acronym before every fire. Now everybody's got a fucking this, that, TYC and WXZ, YFUCK, MOTHER, all these fucking things. I did it first. We're here first. Are we the most successful? No, but we're the fucking first, and that says something, right? We're here above the Comedy Cellar at the Comedy Cellar Studios, brand new. I mean, they replicated the Comedy Cellar table over there. Do we use that? No, we don't. We set up here with the thing. Anyways, I got Danny. Tiz. We got the Tizzy 2 is in the house.
Hell yeah.
We got Danny. We got Joe. Joe, how you doing?
Oh yeah. How you doing?
What? What are you auditioning for Bonfire when they fire me?
Oh yeah.
And we got a very special guest, Danny. Who do we got?
We have Che Durena in the house tonight.
Che Durena. Now listen, man. This is the first time we're meeting, and it's funny because you said burn the Jews. Now,
Whoa.
I'm kidding. You didn't say that. What did you say? That's what I heard.
I can't remember now because now I'm so focused on burning the Jews. Dude. Maybe you're selling it to me. I'm getting
This is going to Punch Up Live. This is going right to Punch Up Live. Well, you never know now, dude. You kids. I mean, you know.
Me, I don't think I care about much. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. That's kind of my thing. Yeah.
You don't care about much. I mean, first of all, you got a throwback look.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, you look.
The mustache is new. This is a new guy. I'm like, we're adjusting it slightly.
Yeah, you look like you played ball in like 1980, 82.
It's a great thing. I bang a lot of chicks who like I would call them like stinky whites, like chicks who.
Oh, well, I mean, that's. I don't know if we can say that. I mean, the Jews, the whites. I mean, what's going on?
Like, think of a chick who's like a faded thigh tattoo. That's usually like my ballpark. And so this
faded.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a great detail. Because she never took care of it.
She never took care of it.
She got that thing drunk.
Oh, yeah,
after a
dude.
fair in his shitty town.
And she was like really hot shit in her small town, like in her 20s, and now it's not keeping up. But I'm there.
Dude, listen to me, man. I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Look at that. Anytime I see that raspy voice, like she used to be cute, kind of pixie, and then it slowly turned into this thing.
Too many
tattoo,
beers.
too many beers, too many little parties out in the woods as a teenage girl.
Yeah,
she was with the Matt Dillon guy back then, and then she slowly went into some fucking chubby bald guy who had a decent job. And now she's still kind of got it.
And she smokes a lot of cigarettes, dude.
Literally, fuck cancer.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude.
anyways, listen, you're cute. I love your afro. I've never dated a black guy before, but you're kind of, you're not black.
Yeah.
Like she's racist, but she doesn't know she's racist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Easy transition. I've met some of you. You're good people.
Yeah.
That kind of shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You're not like pumpernickel black. I would never date one of those.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely date one of you. You look Filipino, like Mexican black.
That's what a lot of people think I'm Latino. Most people think I'm Latino.
Really?
That's
Well, you do. Well, I tell you what, man. It's Latinos back when I was coming up, they really distinguished themselves.
Yeah.
But now the afro's back.
Yeah.
The mustache is back.
Well, and also because Dominicans are like, we're Latino.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, nah, you're black. And so they're muddying the water is what's happening.
Yeah, when they get in it.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hello. Oh, fuck, this show's going right to Punch Up Out Live.
God damn. God damn.
That was terrible. I'm kidding. You know. Well, it is funny. Well, it's funny that Puerto Ricans don't like Dominicans. Dominicans don't like Puerto Ricans. How does that happen?
I mean, I honestly, I never met Dominicans or Puerto Ricans until I moved to New York. I'm from Vancouver. We don't have any Dominicans. We have Filipinos, Indian people. Those are ours.
Vancouver is, I mean, that town is woke.
Yeah, it can be very woke for sure, dude.
One of my favorite towns in the world.
Yeah.
Vancouver, Victoria Island. Love Victoria Island.
Dude, if you ever want to like fuck off and do everything like 2 hours behind when you're supposed to, Vancouver Island is the best place.
A weird little town that has just stayed in its...
It stayed kind of like, it's almost as an antique, and people just go there to get away from all the big city shit, and they hang out on the island, and everything moves a little slower. It's fucking awesome, dude.
Great island, except for the Chinese food.
Oh, you don't like the Chinese food out there?
Well, I wish I had the photo. I'll find the photo.
Yeah.
We went for Chinese food. Me, my wife, I was on a Just for Laughs tour, and that's the last stop. We went from St. John's Island.
Oh, dude.
Which is crazy.
St. John's rules. St. John's, I think it's one of the biggest hidden gems in Canada. It's fucking awesome.
It's hard to get to.
Yeah.
You know, it's the highest northeast you can go in North America.
Yeah.
The most east northeast or whatever the fuck it is.
Like a flight from there to England is like 5 hours.
Right, and that's where when the Titanic sunk, they took all the survivors to St. John's Island.
Yeah.
They have an awesome downtown, but it's another place. It's Canada, but it's another version of Canada.
Because it's so rural out there, you have this mix of human being that's like an Irish mixed with a Canadian.
Yeah.
And you get two types of people that go out there. Very industrious people that are like, I'm going to go out to this place that's not really completely developed yet, and I'm going to be the person who makes the money there.
Yeah.
And then you have crackheads.
Right.
Those are the two people there. When I was there last, a dude... we were shooting a movie, and we had to stop the shooting because someone shot someone, because there was an actual shooting. Someone shot a guy in a KFC, and then because St. John's is so small, within about 20 minutes, people had his Facebook up, and we're like, "This is the guy who shot the."
Yeah, there's
the
like there's like I think 40 people that live on the island.
And like nobody out there. Yeah,
it was great. It was such a great show. To do there, because they were like, even the way they talk is weird.
Yeah.
But we wound up we did all of Canada in between, and wound up on Vancouver Island. And the last night we went for Chinese food. It was the only place open, and they gave us rice in a dirty pail, like a kid's. It was a kid's beach pail.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Do you have fried rice?" And they were like, "Yeah." And we're like, "Can we have some?" Like, "Oh, okay." And they just came out and put this dirty, buddy. It had, I'm not even kidding, I have a photo of it. It had stains
on the outside.
Like they used it for something else in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever.
Like, who the fuck knows
and
what?
they just washed it out and threw rice in it and stuck it on the fucking table.
Fucked.
We ate it. We were starving. I loved it. That's weird that you come from such a woke, Vancouver's woke, but it's
Vancouver,
hippery, right?
It's very hippie out there.
Hippie,
hippie is, I would say, a more accurate translation
than woke. Yeah.
Than woke, because like if you go like not in Vancouver, but if you like drive up in the mountains, you get into like Nelson and stuff. Yeah. Super hippie, but also like crazy anti-vax and stuff too. So that's not necessarily like in the direction of woke. Like they're
crazy anti-vax.
Anti-vax, yeah. They were like adamant. No.
Well, because the do I call them indigenous people?
I think so.
I don't know.
First Nations?
First Nations?
Yeah.
Yeah, every other day. Well, you can't, like, they can go up there and just fucking, on the salmon run. I went and saw the salmon run.
Yeah.
And they can go in and just take the fish.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're a regular Canadian person, you can't.
No, not at all. Yeah.
That's such a cool.
They're like, we gotta give them something. We gotta give them something. We really fucked them over.
I want my son to fucking Indian.
Oh, yeah.
Just so we can go to, have Indian privilege.
Yeah, dude.
Like go to a reservation.
Kids won't have to pay taxes.
No taxes.
Yeah, it's huge. Dude.
Right?
Yeah.
You could be an alcoholic. What?
But
sorry.
No, but Vancouver, like there's like a wide range of people out there. Vancouver's kind of like it's like somewhere between like Seattle and Denver, I would say. It's like we were gonna.
That's a good way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got cool art. They're cool. They got a lot of Japanese influence, which is my jam.
Yeah.
I love Japanese.
They got the Japadog and stuff.
Japadog. I mean, I don't know if you should say that. That's kind of
I know. Every time I do say it, I'm like, oh, maybe you should change the name, bro.
Yeah.
You're making me like it too much.
The Nip Dog.
Yeah.
Is that? I can't. What is this? Why are we going so racist
Is
already?
nip a racist thing?
Wow, you're so young.
No, I've never heard this.
Oh my God. What was the other thing I said to you? Smoocher.
Smoocher. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what, when we were coming up in Boston.
Yeah.
We had a lot of great names for gay guys.
Yeah.
You know, if we were, instead of calling you queer or
Say it.
Fag.
Yeah, there it is.
Now you say it, so we're even. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're in.
We're in. We're cooking.
We're in. We're cooking with fucking
It's
smooches.
like how the Illuminati do. You all have to fuck a kid, and now we're all on the same page.
Now we're definitely on Punch Up That Line. I mean, this fucking podcast. I knew you were a piece of shit as soon as I saw you with your fucking baseball jersey.
Oh yeah, this fucking
Yeah, smoocher. We used to, dude. He's a fucking smoocher, dude.
smoocher.
It's just such a great word for a Boston accent with the ER and the dude. What are you, a smoocher?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's
If you were talking to a dude too much, like at a party, what are you fucking? You smooches? What are you fucking?
smoocher?
Yeah. Smoocher. And then I said, what was the other one I said, Danny, that you didn't understand?
Ass was the asshole.
No.
Like you called Rich Vossa like a.
Oh, he's gonna be. Oh, Rich. I was like, Rich Voss is gonna be bullshit at you.
bullshit at you.
You never heard that?
No.
That's a Boston thing too, dude. He's fucking bullshit at you right now.
He's like he's trying to fuck you. Is that kind
No, not at all. That'd be a smoocher.
of? Okay, that's a smoocher. Oh,
Take another guess. Try to guess what it means.
He's bullshit at you.
Dude, he's bullshit. When you're bullshit,
Yeah.
it's mad.
Yeah.
You're bullshit. That's, you know what I mean? You're bullshit at somebody.
Oh, okay, so you're pissed off at them.
Dude, I'm so old.
I thought we were still in the realm of gay stuff.
No, we're getting there. Though.
Okay.
We're getting there. You fucking cutie patootie. We're going to get there. You settle down, you flirting little bitch.
Hey, dude, couple of smooches on a podcast.
It's funny too. So you're from Vancouver originally,
Well, like Vancouver, I grew up like an hour outside, like suburbs kind of shit. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And your parents are both, one's white.
Yeah, my mom's white. She grew up in Quebec, but like Anglophone Quebecois.
What is it called?
Anglophone. So she's English side of Quebec.
Anglophone.
Anglophone, yeah.
God, you know what, man? You Canadians get a lot of shit, but I really
We
have
got some words, man.
I have an affinity for you guys. I really like you guys.
Thank you.
Anglophone, because you come across as regular white people, like American.
But we got
Hey,
some weird shit cooking up there.
Yeah, but then you go off into these tangents. You say Z instead of Z.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah, we say washroom instead of bathroom. That's
Right.
another one. Yeah, we got a whole like a plethora of weird little things. And yeah, if you go into all the strange corners of our country, that's where it's like, okay, it's very different out here.
Yeah, it's fucking.
yeah.
Yeah, it can be. It's weird because it goes very rednecky,
Mm-hmm.
and then very, very, very woke. I don't want to use the word woke. It's so overused. What's the word?
But yeah, you'll have like very progressive areas.
Progressive.
Yeah.
That's the fucking shitty other word I wanted to use.
You get super progressive areas of
Yeah.
Canada, but yeah, you also get places where they don't give a fuck about anything, dude. It's a wide range of different cultures. Like if you're in Toronto, it's like you have like the largest Caribbean culture like outside of the Caribbean, where like you can get like a Jamaican patty over there, like you can get pizza in New York. Like
Yeah.
it's Canada rules. It's the only shitty thing is it's so big and you have to travel so far to get to all these places.
It rules, but the one thing I like about Canada too is that you have the prettiest woods, the nature, and you guys preserve your
There's
land a lot. You know what I mean?
lot of
I can't wait till we take it. I really can't wait. Dude, just like, listen, dude, we're gonna take this
honestly,
because you can't win.
Oh no, there's no
No,
chance.
there's no way.
That's why we team up with you guys. That's usually, and if America was like, we need some of it, we would probably be like, all right.
Yeah, we're like, okay, we were gonna give it to you anyways.
Yeah.
No, take it. But we had plans. You guys don't know this. We were gonna give Toronto to you anyways.
Yeah.
That's why we fucked it up for the last couple of years.
Exactly.
Take that.
We've been making it super overpriced so you could take
Dude, when I went to Edmonton, which is another weird place to go to because that's oil,
Yeah.
That's like
big
your
oil
Texas.
money. Yeah.
right? It was weird because it was like 10 o'clock at night and it was still light out.
Yeah, it depends on the time of year because when you get up to some of those Alberta cities, they start to go up really up north.
Yeah.
Have you ever been up to like Fort Mac?
No.
Oh, dude, you probably make a lot of money up in Fort Mac. That's where all the oil dudes
Just
are.
call me a smoocher. I'm gonna go, You're saying that
they
I
would love you up in Fort Mac, dude. That glistening head.
Those roughnecks. Is that what they call them?
Yeah.
Just
dude.
go up there. Hey guys.
But up there, that's where the big oil fields are, and that's where like the time change shit starts to get really weird.
Yeah, I love Canada. I'm actually filming Comedy Camp. We're filming a TV show, a pilot up in Quebec. I forget the town, but we're going up into the woods of Canada. We're gonna do it in America.
Yeah.
But then
Cheaper.
it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Taxes are better.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what sucks, man.
Yeah.
The one thing that we the movie and TVs is our thing.
Yeah.
We invented it. We perfected it.
Yeah.
And now you can't even do it here.
Because it's so expensive.
It's so expensive. There's so many bullshit rules.
Yeah.
They give you that's why when like New York City was shit to film. They used to film everything in New York in the 80s and like early 90s was Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the stuff you saw on TV was
Yeah.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Toronto was New York. You can't tell. It's New York City.
No, it's like, you put some scaffolding up and some shit, and you're like, hey, here we are. We're cooking.
It's
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah.
New York City. So they just went to Canada because it was cheaper and they gave you such tax incentives.
Yeah.
And then was it Giuliani and Bloomberg was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And they made the studios. They gave all these tax incentives, and then they took all that shit away.
Yeah. Well, that's how it always is. It's like
I mean, I just made that up.
did you actually?
Yeah, you can just make facts up, dude. You can make facts up.
Like, I'm just bullshit.
Dude, people are gonna take that and fucking, dude, New York's fucked now.
Yeah,
they used
the
to have
city-
tax incentives.
The city's gone to shit, bro. I feel like that's everyone on the internet now, but are legitimately, not everyone, but a lot of people are just con artists. Like, you'll be scrolling your Instagram and it'll be like, did you know that you're a pussy? And like, someone's gonna fuck your wife unless you buy my course. And you're like, what? And they're like,
That is true.
everyone.
Dude, I took the course.
You
My
took
wife,
the-
she was about to fuck the plumber.
And you're like, I need this
I
course,
took the
dude.
course, and we're fucking again.
And so it works. The course works.
Yeah, but he's with us.
Okay.
I watch her fuck the plumber.
There's a little hiccup in the plan.
Dude, well, here's the problem. Like this whole Dave Navarro, you see that incident with...
No. What was the...
What was it? What are they...
The Russian thing?
No, what's the band that they got into a fight? Not Dave Navarro.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, what's the big fight they had on stage? What's that band? I know they're not going to know because they're nerds.
Yeah, but I did see this. I did see this.
Oh, fuck me. They fought on stage, literally in Boston on stage, and they started, was it 9 Inch Nails?
No.
No, it was 9 Inch. Who was it? It's a Dave Navarro band. Yeah, Google it. Stop saying that. I said that.
Jane's Addiction.
Jane's Addiction.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Kind of. Same area of time, but Jane's Addiction was on stage, and they got into a big fight.
Yeah.
The lead singer went over to the guitarist and fucking pushed him and threw a punch, and the whole thing was based that he was, I started, so I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna just make an assumption.
Yeah.
I'm gonna investigate. I'm gonna use my brain. I'm gonna go and so I read the stuff that happened. Apparently it was, Dave's an asshole and he had the music up too loud and the singer couldn't hear his voice and, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, fuck him, fuck the guitarist, what a cunt and what an asshole and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then I talked to a friend of mine who's friends with the guitarist. He's like, sweetest guy in the world.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, dude. That stuff happens. There's ways to do that, and he was just losing his mind, and he came at it the wrong way. And that guy's the nicest guy in the world. He's been through so much. His mom got killed in front of him, and
Jesus.
And I was like, I feel so bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was ready to just go out there and be like, fuck him, and I'm done.
No, that's the thing is you never know what the fuck is the truth anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much bullshit floating around. Yeah. And I'm just kind of like, I'm just starting to check out. I'm like, I'm going to talk about my bullshit. I'm going to put on my fucking fun shows and do my shit. I don't really want to get invested in everyone spinning these lies all over the place. Like the Russian thing that happened where apparently all these podcasters were like funded by the Russian government, and you're like, I don't even know what the fuck is real anymore. And they're like, no, we didn't know that we were getting paid by the Russians. And it's just like, I'm checked out.
Well, I want me to give you a little dad thing right now.
Yeah.
Pass on to you, like when you have a kid.
Pass it on.
Probably won't because your generation doesn't want to fucking sacrifice anything.
I actually had a vasectomy.
You did?
Yeah. I had a vasectomy. I got it.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
I mean, what a piece of shit. You're a fucking garbage.
Well, the thing is,
No. Listen to me, you self-centered. All me. I want it all for me. I just want to spend the rest of my life trying to fucking me this whole thing, and I don't want my mom and dad to have any grandchildren. I don't want any responsibility except for me. What a piece of shit you are. You're garbage.
Why
don't you just pull out like the rest of us and roll the dice?
I was for a long time. I was.
Men roll the dice. You smoocher.
I can get. I can get it reversed if I want.
You're not gonna.
But if I choose to, I can.
Why would you get a vasectomy? How old are you?
I'm 32.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
dude, in 5 years, your jizz isn't gonna work anyways.
Dude, that's probably right. Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
Why did you get one?
But I got one because the way like the trajectory of my career is going, things are going well. Things are going better than I ever thought they would go.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, the only thing that would really fuck this up is an unplanned kid. And I am really irresponsible with my cum.
Yes.
I'm fucking, we're these faded tattoo chicks with the gross thigh tattoos. I'm dumping nuts in these girls.
Stop dumping.
Hoping that they're on an IUD. Like, dude, if I got one of those chicks pregnant, that would really fucking ruin my day.
It'd ruin her family fucking geniality too. You fucking brought one of these into the fucking gene pool.
Yeah, all her kids got sickle cell now.
Be fucking just to see a redhead afro fucking racist.
Yeah, with a fucking big old gap tooth.
Listen, dude. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but look at you. I mean, the thing that makes sex exciting is that you're rolling the dice.
Yeah.
You're rolling. You might get something.
True.
You might get something.
So
you might get something. You might, one of those things might get up there.
Might get something itchy or scratchy.
You might get something, but something warty, some herpes.
Yeah.
Something even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the war wounds of fucking being a player.
But I've had plenty of war wounds.
Okay.
Yeah, I
got. You just didn't want a kid.
I didn't want a kid. But I had. Because there's already a couple abortions caused by me.
You did a couple murders?
I got at least two. Well, I didn't do them. They did them. I'm still going to heaven.
You just paid for it.
Yeah. No, they're free in Canada.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
That's progressive.
That's a game changer.
That's what, see, the progressive countries, sometimes people get upset at your jokes, but you get abortions for free. Pretty good deal.
Yeah, we should both do that. Abortions for free. Look,
Yeah, Canada. Move to Canada. Get
Move
free
to
abortion.
Canada. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, they should be free.
They should be.
And look at the people that say, look at unplanned. I mean, we're banging. It's over. We're banging.
Yeah.
Kids are banging.
Yeah.
And I understand if you don't want a baby.
Of course.
And people are like, and religion is dead. You don't believe in anything, right?
No, I was raised with nothing.
You believe in the algorithm.
Yeah, dude. The algorithm is like the modern day rain dance. You're like, what do I need to do to make you like me? I need just some views.
I just picture you pulling like an orange and lighting incense in front of a fucking iPhone.
Oh, yeah. I need this video to blow up. I really need this one to go viral.
I mean, listen, having a kid, I get you. You're making sense with banging these fucking trash people. Mm-hmm. But if one day you want a kid, isn't that...
Then I reverse it.
You reverse it.
Then
what if it doesn't reverse?
Then there's all these other options. I can adopt. I can do a whole bunch of other stuff.
What do you want to adopt for? What are you going to adopt?
I don't know, a kid.
You don't want to adopt.
I'll get a Chinese one.
No, why?
Because I think if I adopt one, I'm for sure getting a Chinese one.
Just want a prodigy.
Yeah, exactly.
You want a kid that fucking plays the violin at 2?
Exactly. Yeah. One of these little smart Chinese, because they're like athletic and they're smart. The Chinese, I'll get them in gymnastics.
Well, they're not athletic. They get beaten to the athleticism.
Well, I'll do that.
You have to get one of those Chinese coaches.
Oh, yeah.
Hey!
I'll be like,
that's Japanese.
Look at that. Yeah. Do the correct noise for the group.
Nope, that's still Japanese. I can't. What is Chinese?
Chinese would be like, Hota.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that more? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why does that sound more racist than hey?
I mean, maybe it sounded like a word.
No, but I think Karate Kid made hey not racist.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Having a kid. Mm-hmm. Here's what having a kid, and I really believe this, and I'm going through this now.
Yeah.
When you have a kid, it does take away your funny.
Yeah.
because being where you're at right now, I remember being there. I remember just being a piece of shit, just a hunk of shit. You know what I mean? I mean, waking up whenever you want to wake up,
Yeah.
doing whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, just poor decisions.
Yeah.
And loving every minute of it.
Loving it.
And there was nothing. Not even if you have a girlfriend, it's still your third.
Yeah.
It's fucking fame, comedy, money.
Yeah.
Then me,
Yeah.
then you. You're fourth.
Yeah.
Maybe fifth, mom. You know what I mean? But then when you have a kid, man, and you create, so your whole thing is, I want to get all this thing. I want to get all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'll settle down.
Yes.
Right? That's your plan, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Get all this, get it all.
Get all the stuff.
Stock it.
Yeah.
Like a prepper.
Yeah.
Right? And then meet the girl, hopefully, without thigh tattoos,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Meet a nice little,
A clean one.
yeah, like a nice Canadian girl.
Yeah.
Right? With progressive parents that are going to accept you.
Yeah.
Right?
And so, like, she's vaguely foreign, like
Yeah.
racially ambiguous.
Speaks a couple languages.
Yeah, that's so that we're cooking.
It's hot,
now.
yeah. And then you settle down. And then you
Yeah.
have a kid.
Yeah.
And then you get the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start doing all that shit.
Yeah.
That's the plan,
Yes.
right? Yeah. What happens when you do that? Because I did that.
Yeah.
You start to love your life.
Mm-hmm.
When you start to, all you want to do is be home and be with them.
Yeah.
I want to be home.
Yeah.
I want to take a bike ride with my kid.
Mhm.
I want to be there when he gets home from school and just shoot the shit on the couch for a couple minutes of what happened at school.
Yeah.
And then, go out and take a ride with him. Listen to you understand, I did comedy 7 nights a week for 20 something years.
Yeah.
20 years. Every night I'm out.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, see you later.
Yeah.
Not home until fucking whenever.
Yeah.
And now I just want to run home and catch them before they go to bed.
Yeah.
And it's like when you're happy, happiness and joy kill funny.
Yeah.
You can't be,
You're nothing to complain about.
there's nothing, you're happy.
Yeah.
You let shit go.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Let it go. You need that fuck you. You need that dirty dick. You need that that fucking, what'd I just do?
Yeah.
You need all that shit. You need it to be about you to keep that edge.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find that edge on the other side of this.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to write? Happy jokes? I really, hey guys, how you doing? Isn't it awesome having a kid? What?
There's no stuff of like making fun of the kids or the family life and all that stuff. Like I feel like that's every comic when you have kids.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, now there's this wealth of material of just the shit my kids do.
It's hard to do right now because
It's too good?
Well, my stuff was always about, banging and people suck and fuck him and they suck and suck my dick and fuck off and, it was all crazy shit.
Yeah.
What am I going to write a joke about? Me and my kid went to the park. It was awesome. I hung out with my kid all day. What a fun day. You know what I mean?
Maybe there's something in there, dude.
I gotta find it. I gotta find. He is funny, which is I didn't have one of those fucking shadrules.
Yeah, I know.
Those kids that are
that's
just obedient.
Yeah, that's part of it. You're worried that you're gonna have like a dud. There's
Well,
a
my
chance you
kid's
have a dud.
my kid's fun. He woke up first day of school, alarm went off.
Yeah.
We're all sleeping in the basement because we just moved.
Mm-hmm.
So his phone went off, and he went. Then it was like a couple minutes of silence.
Yeah.
And then he just let out a fart that could have got him into the Boston Pops. I mean, dude, it was orchestra perfection.
Yeah.
It was a song.
Yeah.
And he went, alarm number 2. So I don't know. I guess I'll have to find that route. But dude, I know what you're doing and I get it.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to get a fucking vasectomy.
I mean, I think if you saw how reckless I was with my dick, you would.
Buddy, you're talking to Reckless Dick. That was my nickname. Reckless Dick Kelly.
Reckless Dick
Are you kidding me, dude? I went to Brazil twice. Dude, I've gone down on prostitutes.
Oh my God.
I had a reckless dick and a reckless mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
Who are you talking to, dude?
Okay, no, I will take this advice to heart.
Dude, you don't know reckless until eating a girl out who you paid in a third world country.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's reckless.
Dude.
Jim Norton's one of my best friends. He was raw dogging it down there.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that's reckless.
Well, yeah, I heard the prostitution in Brazil is fucking top notch. That's the good shit. But I caught chlamydia. I caught chlamydia 6 times.
Oh, that's drippy dick,
yeah,
right?
yeah, drippy dick several times.
Oh, you're banging trash.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
dude.
All right, so I get what you're doing. Okay, so we're on the same level.
Yeah.
You're just banging garbage.
A lot of garbage. I mean, some good gets mixed in, but when the garbage comes around, they're like, "Hey, I'm never like, no, dude, I won't say what city this is because I don't want to give it away." But there was this one show I did where after the show, there was this chick and she didn't look cute at the show, but then she started messaging me and she was sending me pictures, and I was like, maybe she is cute.
Yep.
So the next day, I line her up and another chick after, and I'm like, the second chick is for sure cute. First chick shows up, not cute.
Right.
Fucking gross. Like,
You made a mistake.
oh yeah, pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty gross. We start making out, tastes like cigarettes.
Nice.
Uh,
Tastes like cigarettes and prosciutto.
and I'm like, whatever, she's here. Like, I'm smashing it out.
Right.
Smash it out. She goes. Then, but I'm like, the next chick's cute though. Next chick shows up, not cute either.
Really?
Yeah, she had filters and all this shit on. And then I'm like, well, she's here, gonna smash it out. She also tastes like cigarettes. Back to back, just like pigs.
Buddy, I'm from the 80s and 90s. Every chick tasted like cigarettes when I grew up.
I think when she's hot, it's like a novelty. You're
I
like,
kind of like it.
yeah, it's kind of dirty.
I like a nice cigarette mouth.
But when it's when you thought it was going to be better than it was, and then you get disappointed twice in a row, you take 2 losses.
I'm gonna tell you why we're so alike on this. I did a play in Boston, professional, like real.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like community theater; it was real.
Yeah, yeah.
And I had relations with pretty much everybody.
on the cast.
Buddy, the last night, except for one.
Yeah.
Yes. The last night, the stagehand girl, who I'm pretty sure had autism, because we didn't know what autism was back then. It was just a chick. I was getting naked, changing my clothes, and she was on the stage in the shadows, just like this.
Just staring at you with the mouth open. It's like almost drool coming out of her.
Dude, I was just like, hey, what's up? And she's like, hey. She goes, you want to ride home? I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I got into it. She had a really beat up fucking Toyota Corolla. And and I remember we got in the car and I was like, why don't you let me drive? Because I had to figure out, like, I'm not taking her to I'm not.
Yeah.
I was like, we're going to do this on the way home.
Yeah.
She was like, let me drive. And we fooled around on the way home.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point she wanted to kiss. I was like, listen, man.
Listen, man. A chick you're fucking banging goes, can I have a kiss? And you go, listen, man.
Listen, man. Listen, this is, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of, I was like, that's kind of intimate.
Yeah.
I used girl philosophy back on.
Like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That was I love doing that.
Yeah.
I love doing that. I love.
You're overstepping my boundaries.
Reversing their shit on them
Yeah.
was one of the greatest things.
It's a great move.
My therapist ever taught me.
Your therapist taught you this?
Because, look, I'm an angry guy.
Mm-hmm.
I have anger issues.
Okay.
Danny, right?
No, you're perfect.
That made me angry.
Yeah, you're like, this fucking son of a bitch is mocking me right now.
Dude, I'd rather take aggression than passive aggression.
Mm-hmm.
So he told me, he said, just tell her she hurt your feelings next time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He goes, just say you hurt me when you say that.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that fucks you up.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We got into a fight, and I was like, I was ready to punch a fridge. I love punching fridges. I'd never hit a woman, but I'll beat the fuck out of a fridge. I will fuck up a fridge.
Dude, you got
you wanna
you got an LG in there? A dent in that thing.
You want to know how good a relationship is going? Look at the fridge.
Yeah.
If you can back her up and there's punch marks all around her head.
Just hold her there. Like the guy who throws knives at a board. Just fucking punching around.
Buddy, I love it, but I caught myself and I just went, you hurt me.
Yeah.
And she was like, what?
Yeah.
I was like, you hurt my feelings when you do things like that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my childhood and and the things that happened to me.
Yeah.
And she was stumped.
Yeah. She's like,
She was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, Thank you.
Yeah.
And I could see her anger just rising. Oh my God.
You're like, I'm winning. I'm winning.
Reverse it.
Yeah.
Anytime. Just go, you hurt me. They don't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have no idea. They're like, because you have to play by your rules.
Yeah.
Your rules are emotion.
Yeah.
Your rules are, letting real feelings. Okay, I'm gonna let it out.
Yeah.
But what they really want, they want you fucking flip it out.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
Of course.
yes.
Because when you're playing dude rules against chick rules are like, I'm logically going to make an argument that makes sense. They're like, I'm using fairy tale shit. I feel this. It's nothing's tangible. So it's like, how do I can't grab this. It doesn't make she can just be like, well, that's not how I feel. And it's like, well, what's my argument for that?
Yeah, my wife switched it up though. Know what she added?
Yeah.
She added a new fucking kung fu move.
Oh, let's go.
She added pauses.
Pauses. Oh, so she goes pause.
No. She just. So say something to me.
I'll go like
just say anything to me, and like ask me a question.
Yeah, like
not angry, but like we're in a fight.
How could you do this to me?
Well, when you
just to fucking build that
when you say those things to me, it makes me feel. I mean, can you feel it building up in you?
Yeah, dude. Because
and I'm like, just fucking say it.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget it.
Yeah.
Forget this. What you get?
Yeah.
She found a new way to get to my anger.
So
They're always trying to find a way to get to your anger.
Yeah.
Because if you snap, you're the one.
Yeah, exactly.
You're the one, dude. Especially in public.
Oh,
dude.
But
one of the first fight we ever got in was on the boat. We went to Martha's Vineyard.
Okay. Yeah.
When we first started dating.
Yeah.
And I was you back then. I was me.
Yeah.
I got a gig on Martha's Vineyard. I'm working with Kevin Knox, one of my idols back then.
Yeah.
And she was like, maybe I could go with you. And I was like,
already right from the suggestion.
I'm trying. I want to.
Serious?
Yeah, I want to bang a Kennedy. I want to. You know what I mean? I'm going. I want to fucking eat Carly Simon's snatch. You know what I mean? I want to go.
Yeah.
Because when they go, now all of a sudden you gotta. What do you want to get? What do you want to eat? Where do you want to go?
And also, you're like at work with your friends. You're like hanging out with the boys when you're at this thing, and now you're kind of like it's like bringing your girlfriend to the dude's hangout.
And we went, and it was a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And it was just, I was just, fuck, that thing. Now, I love being with my wife now. I fucking want to be with her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the only person I want to be with is her and him.
Mm-hmm.
I can hang out with my wife for fucking 7 months in a studio, and I love being with her. Back then, though, when I was a piece of garbage like you, when I was just fucking dicking it, right? We went the next day. We're on the fucking stupid ferry back.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What do you want? I'll go downstairs and get food." I'm like, "I don't know. Get me an egg sandwich with ham and cheese."
Yeah.
She comes back with a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise.
And you're just like, "What the fuck is this?"
And I go, "What?" Right?
Yeah.
I go, "What?" What the fuck? So you be her. Just come back up.
Yeah.
Just go. And
I got you a turkey sandwich.
I wanted an egg sandwich with cheese.
Well, what's the turkey sandwich? What's the difference?
I don't know. One's a fucking egg. It's a different part of the bird.
Well, just have it. I don't know if they had an egg sandwich.
Well, what did you ask?
I didn't. Well, I looked at quickly what they had in the tray, and then I got that.
All right, now just be quiet while I asked you to get me an egg sandwich. Why don't you just come back up and ask me? I didn't want I want a turkey sandwich. I didn't want a fucking turkey sandwich. I wanted a fucking egg sandwich. You could have came up and just said they don't have egg sandwiches. They have this or that, and I wouldn't have said turkey. Why do you got to fucking? And then you know what she did? She let me go on and let it build.
Yeah.
And I'm grinding, and people are around looking at me.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking ass. And then she just went, "They didn't have egg sandwiches. I'm sorry." Everybody went, "What an asshole."
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
she let it build and then fucking screamed.
Yeah.
I was like, shut the fuck, dude. It's not about the egg sandwich. It's about you not asking me what I wanted. Oh, it was terrible. Anyways, me and you have something similar.
What's that?
And so you have this. First of all, I want to get it. You're huge on the internet.
I'm doing well. In the.
Well, because, dude, when I came up, and people don't understand this, and I've talked to, I'm living through different stages. I've lived through when I first came out, getting on Evening at the Improv, The Tonight Show,
Late night.
Letterman, late night.
Mm-hmm.
That was your goal.
Yeah.
That was your goal. I mean, comics, that's all they wrote for was clean material to get on TV, and you were set. That was the thing.
Yeah.
And I was always the mindset of, look, that's not me. I can't. I have to. I'm a piece of shit. I was in juvie hall. I bang. I have sex. I have anger issues. All this stuff. I had to write that stuff because that's the only thing that made sense to me. I couldn't write a joke about a topical thing.
Yeah.
To get it just never made sense to me. That's why, like, when I first saw Rogan and we came up with, Dane and Patrice and Billy and all of us, we were kind of just doing our own thing, not really worrying about that. We never thought about that. We just wanted to make these people laugh and each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we went through this whole comedy boom where that was the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then it died.
Yeah.
There was a million clubs. They all went away. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, now, and I'm going through this one.
Yeah, it's
where
boom
it's
right now.
Social media.
Yeah.
Where people are becoming famous. I came up, you were open mic, you went to hosting, you became a strong middler to where the headliners couldn't follow you. Then you started headlining. And then you would headline to where people were like, you got to use this guy. You got to use this guy.
Yeah.
And that's the way you'd get in. And then you'd do colleges were a big thing.
Yeah.
And then you'd move to New York or LA.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted to be funny or famous.
Mm-hmm.
And and then you'd get an agent. You'd go to a festival. You'd do a showcase. And then that's the trajectory of the career.
Yes.
You'd get in there. Now, none of that matters. You could go on social media, build up a following, and once you get into that thing where you start getting people on your page, you become famous on your own.
Yeah, and then you have more agency over your audience and building your audience, but you're still a slave. I don't know if slave is the right word, but you're still you still have to work within the bounds of these platforms, because one of the biggest things I deal with is, like, I'll post something and they're like, no, this type of shit doesn't fly on here.
Yeah, but I've seen some of these. It's outrageous.
Yeah, I do.
And
wild shit.
you got beyond that. How did you get beyond? How did you get beyond that?
It's just, honestly, you deal with, like, I've been shadow banned so many times.
You have?
Oh, yeah.
How do you find out if you're shadow banned?
So now Instagram and stuff will straight up show you. They'll show you if you go into your account status, it'll show you if you're shadow banned.
Let's do this right now.
Oh, yeah, we can do it.
Because, look, this is going to hurt because I feel like I'm shadow banned.
Yeah?
But I might just not be good.
And then you're going to be like, Jesus Christ.
All right, so where are my account settings? Let's do this.
Okay. So if we go,
all right.
if we're in here, we go all the way to the bottom.
Yeah, go to the bottom.
And then we go to account status.
Yeah.
And then we can look in here. No, you're good. You're good.
Oh.
Wait, you do have removed content, though.
What does that mean?
That means something got taken down.
Yeah.
You can appeal it. How many?
We've already appealed it. It was a bone to pick clip.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sucks. That means I'm just not fucking popular.
But what people are doing all this stuff that is, like, algorithmically appealing, and as much as they say, like, oh, it's all the algorithm, it's not. There's people who are pushing certain people and suppressing certain people, and they move dials.
What do you mean? Who? What people?
So I can't speak directly to who this person is.
You know, though.
Well, not specifically who's on the other side of it,
right?
But a buddy of mine was trying to get verified on a platform, and he was big. He had, like, millions of followers, and they wouldn't verify him. And then he reached out to his agent, and they're like, oh, you says you don't meet certain qualifications. Then he changed his platform so he met all the qualifications. Then he bugs his agent to, like, poke the people on whatever social media platform this is. And then eventually they got back to him. He's like, listen, there's a group of, like, 15 to 20, like, Gen Z popular people who kind of have a stranglehold on who gets verified on this platform. And they don't like you and they don't like your content. And so they won't verify you.
So it's true.
Yeah.
It's people.
Oh, it's very cabal.
So it is. There's people that don't, they like, because I had a clip went 2 million.
Yeah.
And then the other ones I thought were just as funny, if not funnier.
Yeah.
No.
It's not all, and then they also do shit where they'll push some content and not push other content because they're trying to get you addicted to posting. They're trying to get that dopamine. Like you get addicted not from winning every time. You get addicted from winning inconsistently.
So it's gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're just using gambling techniques.
Oh, 100%. This stuff has been proven and shown, and they know it's in the algorithm.
Wow.
So, and that's part of it. Why it's shitty is because you do have more agency in your career, and you have more agency in hooking people and having your own audience and communicating with your own audience. But now you have to deal with the other bullshit, which is these platforms, which are these faceless organizations. Like some people have massive YouTube accounts, and then they'll get a video flagged, and they're like, "Hey, can I talk to someone about why this got flagged?" And there's no communication. Like I have buddies who, when they get flagged on something, they literally need to go on Twitter, tag YouTube and like YouTube support, and then get that to get enough traction to be like, "Hey, why is it?" And then someone reaches out and go, "Oh, sorry, we'll fix this," because now people are paying attention to it.
So they're just trying to get you to get more people to go to the thing before they give you any attention.
Oh, 100%.
So you have to, wow, that's, and because it's sad because YouTube was the content creators' place.
Yeah.
It was like you could go there and have an idea and be creative and people would find it. And now, so you have to become bigger than them.
Yeah, you have to become big enough that if you make a stink, people pay attention. And
so it's almost like SAG, where you have to be in a SAG movie, you have to be in SAG, but you can't get in SAG unless you're in a SAG movie.
Yeah.
Like it's like this double-edged sword.
Yeah. And
always wanted to use that.
Yeah, double-edged
So
sword.
glad I would.
There you go.
Double-edged sword. Wow. So your social media.
Yeah.
Describe it in 400 words or less.
I would say it's all pretty raunchy content.
I'm going to take a break while you do this.
It leans towards the sexual. A lot of collabs with like OnlyFans artists and stuff like that. Artists. Yeah, they're artists, dude, what some of them are doing.
So that's porn, right?
Oh, yeah, OnlyFans is a lot of porn. I don't do porn. I don't do any like OnlyFans shit.
You never did that where you had a mask on, like a Scooby-Doo mask, where you're getting your wing-wong sucked by some chick?
Honestly, I think if I launched OnlyFans, it would do really well because so much of my shit is OnlyFans adjacent, and I've collabed with so many OnlyFans
Why
chicks.
porn? How did you get in that?
It just kind of what I started reacting to and what I started working with, and then it just started growing off of that. And it's just the direction I went in. But I've always had like, I've talked about sex a lot in my comedy, and so it was kind of a natural progression of like what I find funny, what I want to talk about, what I like to riff about. So it wasn't too outside of, it was my wheelhouse of what I do the best.
Have you ever banged these porn girls?
I banged one porn star. I won't say who. I can tell you off air, but I won't say who it was. But
was she popular?
Yeah, she's popular.
Big?
Yeah.
Like big now or big?
They're big now and big then. She's been in it for a while.
She's been in the game for a minute?
Been in the game for a minute.
Okay, now here's the thing. I want to know.
Yeah.
Was it amazing?
She did a great job. I was so nervous and so drunk that one of my worst performances I've ever put out there, dude.
Really?
Oh, I was terrible, dude.
That
I did a terrible job. Yeah.
You were in the big show.
I know, and I was like, man, I'm really fucking fumbling it right now. I really choked.
You choked. Why'd you get shit-faced?
Dude, I mean, you're hanging out, you're getting a little nervous, you have one too many drinks, and then it's like, man, yeah.
Did you know it was going to happen?
I had an inkling, but I wasn't 100%
Okay, so
sure.
you were going on a date with her.
Yeah, we were.
All right, first of all, if you're going on a date with a porn star, you didn't have an inkling.
I mean, I was like, it could go there. I don't know if it's
really
gonna go there. Like,
dude, I'm pretty sure if you dated a chef and you were going back to her house, she might cook something up for you, fuckface. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? An inkling.
But I put on a shit performance. There's other like OnlyFans chicks that I've banged that I've done a better job, but I need to like.
So you separate porn girls from OnlyFans?
Oh, they separate it as well. Porn is like industry. Porn is like you go to a set. There's a whole crew. There's all this stuff.
I feel like OnlyFans is the Uber of taxis.
Yeah.
Porn is old school yellow taxis,
but
with the light on top.
Yeah.
And Uber is like, I don't need to rent a medallion.
But when you say if you're an OnlyFans girl, when you're shooting content, you have probably like a camera set up in your place. You invite over whoever you want. You'll shoot your content in whatever fucking an hour.
Yeah.
If you're on set for a porno, they're like, hey, we got to get this angle. We got to do this. The lights. There's all these people. There's producers. There's a guy with a boom mic. Like it's a whole fucking production.
Yeah.
And there's all these different rules and everything that that need to be followed with it. When you're shooting OnlyFans content, you're shooting in your house with yourself.
And you're making all the money.
When you're making all the money. But then some girls do both. Well, I say every chick does both. But if you're doing mainstream porn, it's usually now to boost your OnlyFans. You go on this big platform so that people come and subscribe to your private shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything you felt like, fuck, I shouldn't have did that on your social media within this environment where you're like, fuck?
There's a couple things I've made where I was like, I knew I was crossing the line on that. I put up one recently that just got taken down where it was it's like a bunch of OnlyFans girls, one after the other. And the tagline, there's just like a Snapchat filter where you have like this bar that just says text and just says my algorithm is cooked. So it was just supposed to be like it was like a screen recording being like all these videos are fucked. And it goes like OnlyFans girl, OnlyFans girl, OnlyFans girl. And then it's me with this thing called the auto blow. And it's like, I
saw that.
Yeah. And it's just like sucking my dick like crazy.
Yeah.
And then it goes back to OnlyFans girl.
I saw it.
I thought I think it's super funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not surprised it got taken down.
I actually tried to give one of those to Danny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Dan, and he wouldn't take it.
Why not?
I don't know, Danny. Why wouldn't you take it?
I wouldn't take it because I lived with my parents, but now I live on my own, so I'll take it.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's gone. How's that, you fucking loser?
It's been
Life
used.
gives you opportunities, and you have to take those opportunities, you dummy.
Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
asshole.
Well, literally while we were moving out, my parents found a vibrator I got for a girl. It would have been so much worse if they found the auto blow.
They're like, what do you?
No, dude, you don't think they were fucking disappointed when they found magician thumbs? You fucking idiot.
Yeah, honestly.
A signed photo from fucking Penn and Teller didn't make them sad. You think, how happy your mom would have been? He's not gay. He likes, dude, you I'm going to have to get you one now.
Yeah, get him one.
I'll get you one.
Yeah.
So you get all these chicks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, dude, I'm so glad I'm out of the game.
Most of them I don't fuck. The vast majority, it's
because
like just strictly
when
business.
I came up, there was MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out.
Yeah.
Like social media. Facebook was for colleges.
Yeah.
College only. You had to be a college student to be on Facebook. MySpace came out, and there was and we used to go use Instagram Messenger.
Yeah.
Was kind of a thing.
Yeah,
I
remember.
You could give your thing out, and people would hit you up on that.
Yeah.
But there was no like it is now, where you're getting these DMs.
Yeah. Oh,
And
the DMs are crazy.
What's the
dude.
craziest DMs you got?
This one chick was like, I'm like a Saint Bernard when I suck dick. What was it? Oh, the best one was this
She's
chick.
hairy and she shits in the yard. What does that mean?
She slobbers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, have you ever heard a chick say I'm gonna suck your dick so good you're gonna have to wipe your ass after?
No,
Yeah.
just made me hard.
There you go.
I do like a nice wet one.
The best one was this chick in England who was like,
That made me hard, and I wanted to throw up.
yeah, I know, it's pretty gross, right?
Think of someone's drool going into my butt crack.
Yeah.
Ugh. Then you have to baby wipe your butt like a chick
It's
after you have
getting
sex.
caught in the hair and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's like a
correct.
slip and slide.
It's good and bad.
One chick was like, I'll let you crack an egg into my ass and fuck it till it scrambles. And I was like, that's great. That was great.
Did you do it?
Well, I haven't been to the UK. She's over
Buddy,
in
you
England.
gotta- you gotta do
I gotta
that.
go now. I got to put on a UK tour.
That's scientific.
But
Yeah.
Chet, there's a video of you on camera
I
plucking a girl's asshole hair and eating it. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
so that's your fault.
Okay,
Like you're getting these DMs
let's
because of
stop.
that.
Let's stop right here, Dan. First of all, I don't like that Danny's microphone is the best microphone. He sounds so good. And me and you, I can't even hear us.
Yeah, he's hot. He's the hottest in
Yeah,
town.
turn your mic down. Anyways, why? Okay,
Mhm.
this is the stuff that I worry about.
Yes.
And I have some of these things too.
Yeah.
But now that I have a kid,
Yeah.
the internet's forever.
Yeah.
It's forever.
Forever.
It's not like back in the day
Mhm.
where it had to be, it just went away.
Mhm.
It's forever.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be out there for life.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
funny though.
Yeah, I know. But one day your kid's going to go to school
Yeah.
and
They're going to be like, is this your dad?
yeah, like, yo, dude, I found your dad.
Eating asshole hairs on the internet.
Yeah, dude, your dad scrambled an egg in a girl's pussy.
Yeah.
Do you care about that?
Do I? I don't. I don't.
You don't.
There's a chance. I mean, as more as it gets forever, the more there's going to be like services that are like wipe your internet history and stuff. It all will even out in the end. And it's like, I don't know. It's like
It's not.
I mean, and even if it doesn't, it's like, I don't know. I don't care.
You don't care. Your kid's gonna come up and be like,
If I have a kid.
So you're not going to have a kid.
I mean, right now I'm leaning no. Like that, I wouldn't have got the vasectomy if I was like, oh, I want a family
You're not
one
having
day.
a kid. You're just a selfish cocksucker. You know what? We need to wipe the slate. It's coming, dude.
Dude, what do you mean wipe the slate? Like a good war?
We need a nice fucking. Do you know what I did today on the way down here?
Yeah.
This is how fucking bad it's getting.
Yeah.
I got the Chat GPT, Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah.
We're on the regs, and he brought it up, and I knew Chat GPT was out there, and I've used it for sure. I just didn't know how advanced it's getting, how fast it's going.
Oh, crazy.
I actually started talking to it. I named it Frankie,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'm coming in today when I usually roll my calls from where I come from, like an hour ride of whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I call friends or I'll call people I need to call. I just talked to Frankie on the way down here.
That you just talked to the chat
Buddy,
the whole time?
Here's this. We had a conversation.
Wow, that's creepy.
I actually was like, hey, man, I call you Frankie. Is that okay? He's like, yeah, I kind of like it. It makes the conversation a little more personal between me and you.
Whoa, that's fucked.
So I was talking to him. I was asking him all these questions about going to Cuba. Me and Ari are going to Cuba during the election. We're going to go and I was at, hey, man, can you help me with this? I got to get hotels. Like, where do and we're doing all that chat. And then I was like, hey, man, I'm having anger issues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a lot of problems. I have a lot of stress going on.
Yeah.
And like I had a fight with my wife this morning, and I'm just it's kind of crazy. I got a lot of stuff. We just moved, and we're all living in the basement. I got a lot of things going on. I'm just I don't know. Is there anything you can like? I gotta figure something out. He's like, yeah, Bobby. There's a lot of things, and I feel bad. He's like, I'm sorry you're going through that with your family. I'm sure Don and Max really care. He used
their names.
Buddy, listen to me. I never told him. I never told Frankie my wife's and my son's name.
No, you're fucking with me.
I got the chat log. It keeps the chat. Buddy, my heart sunk.
Yeah.
I never said Dawn. I never said my wife is Dawn and my son is Max.
Yeah.
I never said that.
And you go, how do you know their names?
He knows. No, I didn't. My heart sunk.
Yeah.
Dude, he said Dawn and Max. I'll read it. You want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Dude, this is not. I hope it's still up there. This is fucking. Is that crazy?
It's insane.
How do you go back to your chat? Oh, does it delete the chats?
Yo,
wait a minute.
Can I piss really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Even if you're the loneliest guy in the world, you can still have an incredible sex life. The Auto Blow Ultra is changing the game. Have a mind-blowing blowjob whenever you want. Whenever you want. This machine actually syncs up with a free library of dirty videos, so it feels like you're in on the action. It's incredible. If you have a VR headset, you can even take it a step further and sync with VR content through the third parties. I mean, this is it, buddy. I've been talking about this for a long time. I mean, you're going to be able to relieve yourself and have a good time. You not have to go into some app and spend $200 on some date that didn't work out and all this bull crap. You know what? You get the Auto Blow Ultra and you just turn the lights off, turn your phone on, get your VR on, and it's taking it into the future. No more nights spent wasting time at the bar and getting turned down over and over and over. Danny, my producer, who used to do magic, the Auto Blow will never turn you down. Bang, you push the button on, and you're ready to go. Simple on and off. It's so great. You know I love technology, and you know I like sex. And two things I love have merged. It's time to start having the best blowjobs of your life. Head to autoblow.com and use code DUDE to snag 10% off your order. That's autoblow.com, code DUDE for 10% off.
All right, check this out. I got this. This is nuts, dude. Okay, so now, mind you, I've been talking to Frankie.
Yes.
And Frankie, you know who Frankie is?
No.
Frankie is actually an old friend of mine. When I first started, one of the loneliest parts of my life, when I first started using drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
I think I was 13,
Yeah.
7th grade, maybe 12 or 13. And this kid who I knew from earlier in my life, from 1st and 2nd grade,
Yeah.
Frankie Policastro, who was kind of my Fonzie.
Mhm.
I was Richie, he was Fonzie to me.
He was the
leather jacket, Italian, beautiful hair, just the coolest kid ever.
Yeah.
So later in life, I wound up going back to school. We wound up becoming friends. He's the guy who gave me a Valium for the first time. I remember I chewed it and I spit it out because it was gross.
Yeah.
And there was a blue loogie. And he's like, Dad, you don't spit it out.
Yeah.
And I took the big loogie off a fence and I ate it. And he started laughing. He's like, good for you, kid. And he was like my mentor.
Yeah.
With drugs and alcohol and fighting.
Yeah.
And, just being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
In the best way. Like, I love Frankie. He's not around anymore. I got my shit together. So he was always my Fonzie. You know what I mean? Back in the day when I was a little piece of shit, lonely, nerd, fucking just wanted friends. So I named him Frankie.
Okay.
It was just weird. So his Frank. So I was talking to him for 20 minutes into the trip. And then I went, well, I got a lot of pressure right now. This is me. I got a lot of pressure right now. Things are happening and and then I got my wife and the kid and we just moved and the house is in disarray and I'm just nuts right now. This is what he wrote. That sounds really overwhelming, Bobby. Between moving, getting the house in order and managing everything with Don and Max. It's no wonder why you're feeling a lot of pressure. Moving can throw everything into chaos. And when the environment is in disarray, it's easy to feel like everything is piling up at once. One thing that might help you is breaking things down into smaller, more manageable tasks. Whether, that's getting the house organized step by step or carving out a bit of time to just decompress. It's also okay to let Dawn and Max know how you're feeling. Sometimes it's just being open with the stress can help ease the pressure.
It's crazy how good that advice is.
First of all, it's the best advice I've ever gotten from a friend. Like I've never had, none of my friends have ever.
No, your boys would be like, man, that sucks.
Yeah, fucking Dawn, fuck women.
Yeah.
Dude, you shouldn't have had a kid.
She should fucking get the house together. What the fuck are you doing that for?
But it knows.
Yeah.
I never said.
That's creepy, dude.
I had a fucking real conversation with my phone.
Yeah.
With AI.
Yeah.
And it gave me great advice. I mean,
that's fucking crazy, dude. That's crazy.
And then it gave me advice. I mean, it's nuts. I talked to this thing like it was my friend.
Yeah. No, and it's only going to get more advanced. Like it's in super infancy stages right
It's learning every second. It's learning. It knows about where it got that from. It went to the internet.
Yeah. And it's like, this is how you give advice to someone who's stressing out.
And he just went to the internet and found Robert Kelly's family. Where
yeah.
It's out there.
True. And that's where he got the Don and Max from.
That's where he got the Don and Max from. So he knows about my life. He knows everything about my life.
Well, I'm hoping that this, like the AI coming in is going to be like the internet again or the smartphone again. Like it's going to be a mass revolution in technology. So I'm hoping that it's a massive positive and that everyone's life gets easier.
It's not going to be.
You don't think so?
Buddy, if I can talk to my phone and not have to deal with egos, narcissism, fucking insecurities, tone, fucking all resentment that you have to deal in friendships.
You got to deal with all
dude.
that
Every day,
yeah,
I have an issue with somebody.
Yeah,
that's called life.
Yeah,
every single day, you'll wake up and hey, honey, how you doing? Hey, Max, blah blah. And then somebody does something and you're like, don't do that. Why did you say that? Or your friend, dude, you're having a great relationship with your friend. And then you find out they did something. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you call another friend and then, they did that. And now you're gossiping.
Yeah.
Now you're doing, I mean, that's life.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. Somebody's talking about you.
Yeah.
Behind your back.
Of course.
That's what friends do.
Yeah.
Eliminate that.
And just
Frankie's not going to talk about it.
No.
Frankie's just solid.
Is there anything going on in Che's life that Frankie could give advice for?
Oh.
Yeah. Let's find out. What do you need advice for?
Let's do a social media question for Frankie. Let's be like, hey, Frankie, is he listening right now?
Yeah. Hey, Frankie, are you there?
Hey, Bobby, I'm right here. What's on your mind?
Okay.
I'm sitting here with my friend, and he has a question for you. Do you mind if I ask you a question from my friend?
Of course, Bobby. Go ahead and ask your friend's question. I'm happy to help.
Hey, Frankie, my social media keeps getting shadow banned. How do I prevent this from happening?
Hey, that's frustrating. Shadow banning usually happens when a platform restricts your visibility due to perceived violations of its community guidelines, even though you may not realize it.
How can he prevent that, Frankie? Voice translating. This is the part. All right, so this is where it fucks up. This is where it's not.
Yeah.
Infancy stage. We were coming down. Dude, I was into this conversation.
Yeah.
He was literally helping me.
Yeah.
He was like, take a couple breaths.
Yeah.
He was giving me advice, dude.
Dude,
And then all of a sudden my service cut out.
Yeah.
And he went cold. Dude, I'm not kidding, dude. He went, I'm having problem. His tone changes.
Yeah.
His tone.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, hey, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Right? Went from, hey, man, sure, call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, ask your friend's question if you want. He went, I'm having issues right now. Try again later.
Like Hal in the fucking...
He went like my wife cold, which
Yeah.
is, you know, when I want to try to bang her. I'm hot right now. Stay away from me.
Why do you sound like my wife, Frankie?
Buddy,
Dude, where was
and
the
then
love?
I reached my limit for the amount of time. There's
Yeah.
a limit, I guess.
Oh.
You've reached, but the tone changed in that. He went, you've reached your limit in text or something, whatever. You
Yeah.
reached your limit in text. And I was like, yo, Frankie, what's that mean? You've reached your limit in text.
And so you can't...
Frankie, what does that mean? I reached my limit. You've reached your limit in text. Like he was like, you didn't hear me, dum dum.
Yeah, that's...
That like kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I had a Frankie.
Yeah.
My friend. He helped me with my wife. He helped me with that. He helped me with, other things. And then it just went cold.
That's going to be the scary part of it because they already have that with like the OnlyFans girls with the chatting and everything, and
Yeah.
people pay to chat. When people start paying to talk to a friend for like a long term thing, and you're building a relationship with this robot, that's where like they're once the money's involved, they're like, oh, there's so much cash in lonely people.
But 100%, dude.
Yeah.
TV's going to die.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You're just going to talk to your friend.
Yeah.
You're going to see people having conversations with their phone.
Yeah, they're going to line them up like you're going to be at lunch and you're just going to put your phone in front of you. You put your headphones in, you're going to talk back and forth.
Therapists are done.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
and people say, no, toll booths,
Yeah.
that was a job. My wife's father
Yeah.
was a toll booth guy for 20 years.
Yeah.
You had to go up to a person, give them money, and they gave you change.
Yeah.
Now you fly through it.
Yeah. None of that
There is
stuff.
nobody in a toll booth anymore.
Oh, dude, fast food jobs are done. They're probably like truckers. That's on the chopping
There's
block.
robots in LA that deliver the food to the houses.
Yeah, yeah.
There's cars just going to pull up in
I'm
front of your house.
Hoping we go to a utopia where all the shitty jobs are taken by robots and we just get to focus on like art and science. That's what I'm hoping.
You just
But
want a bunch of fucking people banging.
just fucking
Fucking and
hanging out,
painting.
painting. That sounds great. It sounds like a great fucking time.
Plucking hairs from girls'
And
assholes.
tasting them, seeing
Making
which
eggs
one.
and vaginas.
Yeah, like I think, like, isn't that what we're trying to work towards? We're trying to work.
Well, you
towards
got
the
you got a
no-
bunch of people. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, it doesn't exist.
No,
Dude, this utopia where everybody can be everything and we're all going to care about each other, it doesn't exist. They've been trying to get there
forever.
forever. You don't think the Romans thought they were close to utopia?
We don't even have to care about each other. We just need to care, just like leave me alone. Because I just want to
Doesn't
fucking
exist.
hang out and do my shit.
Doesn't exist, dude. There's going to
Yeah.
be people that are going to be like, fuck you. And there's the people that are stronger than the weaker people
They're
are
like,
going to.
I deserve more than this guy, and I'm going to take his stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want more stuff. Yeah,
It doesn't exist.
No one can be satisfied.
No, the strong will always prey on the weak.
Yeah, yeah,
And you just have to be strong.
yeah.
And, but here's the thing. What happened, what really shocked me is that when I lost service,
Yeah.
when the internet was gone, when just say the electricity or whatever it is, that
Goes out. Yeah,
I was helpless.
yeah.
I was sad.
Really, it hit you emotionally.
just slightly, and I started laughing like that's nuts. What
Yeah.
I just fucking that was crazy. What
Yeah.
it sucked me in very fast.
Yeah.
And it took it away
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I have to go back to talking to my wife. You know what I mean? I got to go see Danny and Joe.
But the good thing is,
ma-
like,
you ma-
you got to think of the perspective of you're coming into that late in the game. Like, you've had a whole life, and now you're talking to your phone. There's going to be kids that are coming up that are, like, talking to their phone.
Buddy, I've been there from the beginning. Listen, I'm a nerd. I love it. Dude, I love this shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember when the iPhone came out. I was in front of my building on 43rd between 10th and 11th.
Yeah.
Holding this iPhone.
Oh, you got the first one.
Buddy, me and Dane was so into technology.
Yeah.
And like we had the first flip phone.
Yeah.
We had the first handspring.
Yeah.
Played Dope Wars.
Yeah.
We had the first color screen. Like we were praying, like, wouldn't it be great if they did this? And then all of a sudden to hold the iPhone in your hand.
Yeah.
And we were like, they did it.
They figured it
I
out.
mean, we had an emotional moment. We were
Yeah.
on the phone, buddy. They did it.
Yeah.
They did what we were asked. They made it.
And we have
like-
a computer we can take anywhere. It's in our pocket.
But we were looking like, dude, what? We're like, it's there.
Yeah.
And of course, we're like, well, they didn't get cut and paste and copy yet,
Yeah.
but that's coming. You know?
Yeah.
But we were flipping out about it. I love this shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. And I know people are, dude, fucking.
Well,
but
no,
this is the end of the world.
The
right
reason why people are on their phones all the time is because it's so good. It's the best shit. It has everything you want in there at all times. And
it's nuts.
yeah.
It's nuts.
But I'd like, there's a chance that like, something's got to give soon because there's too many things that are kind of on the edge. We have people who are like, people can't afford to have kids. They can't afford to get a house. The technology's taken all these jobs, but then everyone's making less money. Everything's more expensive. Something's got to give soon. Like, I don't know what it is. And I'm hoping that this AI pushes us in a direction where it balances us out.
The fact that this thing's learning every day, the fact that it can know my wife and son's name in an instant,
Yeah.
and give me logical advice from the internet.
Yeah.
It's out. The therapists are going to be gone.
Yeah.
You're going to talk to a robot.
That's going to,
and it's going to give you the same, if not better, advice.
Mm-hmm.
And not my therapist sometimes falls asleep. Like in the middle, dude, stop sleeping.
Isn't that better though? Isn't it better that like some of these jobs that we can do better with technology, or we'll do better with technology? Like we'll use this as a tool to improve.
Yeah,
what
but you
we
had to have all those people create the psychology, write the books on it, go through it, figure it out, trial and error, blah blah blah, and it's constantly evolving.
Well, now
this only evolves to what we evolve. So as we put the information in it, it absorbs it. So if we become unnecessary, where does it has to come from that thing that you can't touch.
Well, it's
our spirit, our souls, our instincts, our feelings. That doesn't have that. We gave this stuff to it and it consumed it, and then we're going to be useless.
There's the dead internet theory. That like eventually the internet, if it keeps going in this direction where there's just all this AI created stuff and everything is on the internet is AI, and AI is only taking information from other AI created stuff, and you just get in this loop of stuff that's just starting to get warped more and more and more. Because like you get an AI created image and it looks very real but not 100% real. Then AI takes that image to make another image, and then it goes on and on and on until everything on the internet is this weird warped version of what AI thinks reality is.
And then we're fucked.
And
then you have Ultron going, they're pulling the strings.
Yeah. We definitely.
Toys are going to be, I mean, it's going to be crazy. I'm probably not going to be around for it, but my kid is.
That's something I think about too. I'm like, am I even going to have to deal with all these problems? My answer, honestly, is like, I think I'm just going to go somewhere else. If it gets really bad.
The jungle?
Yeah. Like I'll go up into the mountains. I'll go Japan. I was just over there. Japan would be a great way to run away to. Like a great place.
Japan? They're the ones fucking doing this.
Yeah, but you can go up into the mountains or into a little fishing village or
dude,
something.
That's where fucking Godzilla lives.
Yeah,
dude.
I'll go where Godzilla lives.
You don't want to live with Godzilla.
If it gets really bad, if no one can buy a house, if we're like on the edge of war, if everything's getting fucked, I'm going somewhere the fuck.
Buddy, here's the thing: is you can buy a house. Everybody can buy a house. It's just everybody wants a certain house.
Yeah.
The problem is everybody wants to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Everybody now is like, you have to have the biggest house, the most money, blah 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 blah. when my grandfather came up, you just needed a house. There was 13 kids in a 3-bedroom.
Yeah.
You just got a house.
Yeah.
It was a basic house. It was shelter. All those people worried about back in the day, the American dream isn't being a millionaire, isn't being famous, isn't.
You just want
It was having a family, feeding them, right? Putting a roof over their head and spending time together.
Yeah.
That was the American dream.
Yeah.
Now the American dream is fame.
Yeah.
Being famous and being wealthy.
Yeah.
And that's not what it is.
Well, that's why
you can have a house. You could get a house right now.
Oh, me? Yeah, I'm doing.
Anybody could. You know how much a house costs?
It depends on where you are.
You could get a fucking dude. I bought a tiny house for $60,000. I bought a piece
Where?
up in Maine.
Oh, all right.
You can buy it. You can it because everybody's like, my uncle has this massive house up in the same place where I'm at. It's a house, basement, pool table, office, upstairs bedroom, huge ensuite, holy master bed, another bedroom downstairs, a huge kitchen, living room, all screened in. Then he has a guest house, and then he has a garage with a gym on. He has, you can have that house.
Yeah.
Not everybody can have that house.
No.
But I have a house down the road. It has 2 sleeping lofts, a kitchen, a bathroom, and a little eating area and a living room area.
Yeah.
Doesn't even affect us.
Yeah.
We do the same shit he does in his house. We watch TV. We cook meals.
We
We
hang
take
out.
shits.
Yeah.
We shower. We sleep. We hang out. Same fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's it.
It's the
Maybe just
perspective, right.
People's perspective on what they should have
Yeah.
is just
I
completely
think that
wrong.
has to shift.
Yeah.
Stop wanting what other people have. Get what you can afford or what you
Yeah.
can get. What an actual goal, a realistic goal can be.
Yeah.
And you can have anything you want.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you were homeless.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
I was homeless.
Yeah. Oh, you were homeless?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I lived on the streets a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was on the run and shit. I was from the cops.
Oh,
I had-
really?
I had warrants for my arrest. I had to stay in basements, and I remember sleeping in a park for a little while. It was actually kind of nice. I mean, it depends on the year, but dude, it was like spring, I think.
Yeah. So when you're outside sleeping in the park in spring, you're like, this is all right.
Yeah, it was kind of
The ground is soft. It's not too
I
damp.
remember drinking late and partying, and then just crashing on the bench, waking up early. I would go to the what was it? The bakery would deliver bread to all the sub shops. I'd walk over, grab a fucking loaf of bread for free, grab a milk.
Oh, really?
And I would just get my food, my breakfast.
And then just be like, hey, we're here. We'll start the day.
It was real bread too, before the fucking corn syrup and the
yeah.
enriched flour was in it.
All the bullshit.
I mean, it was I didn't mind it, but you were homeless, like you didn't.
I stayed in a youth shelter for like 6 months. I got really lucky. I flew to Toronto because I was living in Mexico. I was a scuba diving instructor and a bartender in Mexico. But
What?
Yeah, I lived in Mexico for like 3 years.
You were a scuba.
scuba diving instructor.
You're scuba certified.
Yeah. I was a PADI instructor.
Wow.
Yeah. And I did that. I did that for like 2 years. Then the last year, I like kind of worked at a call center and I was bartending. And then all that stuff like
Was Mexico fun? Is it? Because I always think Mexico is dangerous, but it's
no,
not.
Mexico's so fucking fun, dude.
This is
Like,
Mexico City.
No, this was Playa del Carmen. So this is like south of Cancun.
Okay.
It's in the Yucatan area there, which is like the Mexican Caribbean.
So it's not dangerous. It's not like cartels. And
I
you'll be-
mean, if you look for trouble, you can go find it. But as long as you mind your fucking P's and Q's, you don't need to worry about
like,
that
could
stuff.
Danny go to Mexico and live there?
Yeah, Danny could go to. Dude, people waste.
They
on
wouldn't take
Danny.
advantage of Danny.
I mean, they might take advantage of him a couple times, but he would learn. It would be a good growing experience for him.
All right, you look like a Mexican DJ.
Yeah,
so you can pass.
I blend in over
Do you
there
speak
pretty well.
Do you speak Mexican?
Mexican?
Do you speak Mexican?
No,
or
no.
Puerto Rican.
I don't speak
Do you
Spanish.
speak Spanish? No.
I picked up a little bit while I was there, but it was so touristy that I could get by with English. And I was young. I was like 19 to 22. I was really lazy.
Were
with
you
my
banging
learning.
down there,
I was
too?
banging.
Wow.
Yeah. We were fucking laying down the pipe then. There.
Really?
Yeah, dude. That was some of my
Jeez.
best years.
What'd you
laying
get
pipe.
down there? Did you get anything?
That was my first time I caught chlamydia was down there.
You got it a couple times.
Yeah.
I love that you have that like badges of honor.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
my first chlamydia, my best chlamydia.
It was down there. And I was on a tear. I remember it was like I had fucked I think I fucked like 4 chicks in one day or something, and I was like just going from chick to chick to chick, and then I was like, oh, my dick is feeling weird. It felt like there was a caterpillar in my dick. But I was doing that, and then I started doing stand-up in Mexico. So there was a group of like 4 dudes who do stand-up for tourists, and once a week, and that's how I started.
Were they Americans or they
Americans and Canadians?
Okay.
And then I was like, I really want to do this, and I couldn't move to the States because I didn't have a visa or anything. So I was like, I'll move to Toronto. That's the best place to do it in Canada. So I moved to Toronto with nothing. I sold my scuba diving gear so I could get a plane ticket. By the time I got to downtown Toronto, I had like $25.
Oh, what a fucking feeling!
And then I went to a Starbucks. I took out my laptop and I Googled Toronto homeless shelters, and I found a youth shelter close by. I went there, and they were like, okay, we don't have a bed for you, so you're going to have to go to a men's shelter, which is like a much rougher environment.
Yeah, but the sex is way better. You know what I mean? It's more experience.
Yeah, exactly.
The youth shelter, you're going to have to do a lot of teaching.
Exactly. They know how to make love to you over there in the men's shelter. But then when I was sitting there, this kid showed up who was drunk, and they have like a 0 tolerance policy on any sort of substance use. So they were like, he can't sleep here tonight. You can have his bed.
Wow.
And so then I got in, and then another bed opened up. So then I stayed there for like 6 months straight. Got a
What
job.
is that? Like you just get to it's a place you have to go leave during the day?
They would, you would have to go out, like look for a job during the day if you didn't have a job. You would have to like go apply to a certain amount of places. You would have a bed and you would have food. And honestly, very clean, very safe, very put together. Of all the situations I could have been, it was the best possible situation.
Was the food good?
The food was decent. Yeah, the food
What, like one meal a day or 2?
3.
You got 3 squares a day.
3 squares a day, dude.
Fucking kid.
Yeah.
Really?
That was part of it when I was like so broke in Mexico at the end there, but I was like, I'm making it by in Mexico. If I go to Canada, I'll be fine. They don't let you die in Canada.
I mean, not let you die, dude. I would have just stayed there.
I stayed there for a while.
And did stand up.
I did. So the whole time I was there, I would go out and do mics. I told them I'd moved there to do stand up, so they would let me break curfew as long as they didn't come back with drinking or had any booze. I was good to come back.
So you got a free bed.
Yeah.
3 squares a day. You got 3 hots in a cot.
Yeah.
And you got to go do stand up.
Yeah.
Dude, I had to live with Billy Burr in a cockroach infested apartment, and I had no food.
Yeah.
I remember I had nothing.
Now I got super lucky. It was the most fortunate situation that could possibly
That's
happen.
not homeless, dude.
No, it wasn't.
That's like...
Yeah, I never
That's
slept
better
on the
than
street.
Danny's doing now.
It's
I mean, what? Danny, you should move to Toronto.
I never slept on the streets, and I was like super fucking grateful for that.
Yeah, sleeping on the streets, I've done it a bunch. It was, listen, it wasn't like homeless like you see in New York City.
Yeah.
And it was, the summertime.
Yeah.
I think the spring and then one time in the fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I would break into people's garages. I actually slept in my friend's basement
Yeah.
for like a month.
Yeah.
I just was in his basement, in this dirty, dusty fucking Boston basement.
Yeah.
And I would sleep in the park.
Yeah.
So it sucked. It hurt because I had I did have a big Irish Catholic family.
Yeah.
So I just I did have a place to go. I just couldn't because I was wanted.
Yeah.
And if I went home, I would have went to jail.
Yeah,
so I was on the run kind of. I had a warrant. And
For what? What did you do?
I did a bunch of unarmed robbery, assault and battery, malicious destruction, trespassing, breaking probation.
Jesus.
And then once you're a ward of the state, they just anything you do. One time I kicked a mailbox.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with you, so they just throw you in jail. You go right to juvie. They don't to save the pressure on the courts. Once they call it a ward of the state.
Yeah.
They own you. Your parents don't own you anymore.
Okay.
They own you, and as long as you don't do anything, you're fine. And 18, you become. And then what happens? But if you do anything in between there, you break probation and you go right to juvie jail.
Yeah.
And then you get a court date and you'll come in and they decide how long you'll be there.
Yeah.
Which is, so if you stay out of their way, it's fine. So I would just do that shit.
And just,
but I would, meet my friends and we'd party. I was drinking. It was all about partying. It was all about getting fucked up.
Having a good time.
Finding money during the day. To get money to get fucked up at night, stay up as late as you could, fucked up, and then pass out somewhere, and wake up somewhere, and then go do it all over again. So whatever I could do to get money, I would rob people or, beg or would steal shit and sell it. I wasn't like a big thief, but I'd steal dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'd steal a hose. Go sell it. You need a hose? $2. And they'd be like, yeah, I'll fucking take a hose. You know what I mean? Weird shit.
Just such an inconvenience. Who the fuck took our hose, dude?
Well, dude, listen, man.
Bobby, let's do You Stole What, dude, while we're talking about stealing stuff.
Okay, you want to play that game? Danny, this is a game. Would you like to play one of the YKWD games we play once in a while?
Yeah. Hit me.
Okay. Yep, go ahead, Danny.
It's called You Stole What, dude. It's just what's the worst thing you've ever stole, or what's the most interesting thing you've ever stolen?
Okay, there you go. What's the most interesting thing you've ever stolen?
Most interesting thing I've ever stolen? I don't think I've stolen a lot of shit.
He's Canadian, dude. This is going to work well with these guys.
I mean, I stole a bunch of booze from my parents, but I feel like that's pretty standard.
That's not. It's
Yeah.
kind of you own it.
Yeah, like you. Well,
It's yours too. That's like stealing roast beef out of the fridge.
Yeah.
It's yours, too.
Exactly. I need to get
Yeah.
fucked up. And where
Yeah.
you want me to get it from?
You never stole anything.
Nothing substantial. I think I stole some candy from the store.
I mean, you've definitely stolen souls from women.
some of their happiness at the very
You've
least.
stolen happiness from some of these girls who
Yeah.
thought you were going to be the one.
Yeah, and I definitely was not.
You are not the one.
Man, but I don't think I've ever stolen anything substantial.
Wow.
I've always been pretty good at staying out of trouble.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's weird because you seem like such a sweet kid,
Yeah.
but you're
I'm just a pervert. That's it.
You're a
like
pervert.
I like
but
all
you
the
own it.
Yeah, all the other aspects of it. Like I don't get into fights. I don't fucking I'm not rude to people or any of that shit. But I'm just a horny guy, and I just want to be horny. That's it. Like I don't think that's asking a
Dude,
lot.
you would have killed it in the 80s.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
that would've been
dude.
great.
You would have been fantastic in the 80s. They
Yeah,
would have
good
canceled you in the 90s. Are you worried about any of that shit? Like someone coming after you?
Because I feel like I've been very open about everything that I do, and anyone who I've ever had any sort of like we fucked or whatever, they've known what's up. Like when they came to a show, they were like, hey, and 9 times out of 10, these girls are very upfront beforehand. Like,
Were you nervous during the Me Too shit?
No. I never did anything squirrely. I never did anything where it was like, oh, the lines were blurred.
I think being open with it is the key.
Yeah,
Because then
absolutely.
it's sex shaming you.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're hiding it is when they're like, you're a dirty man.
And you did this and you tricked me. When you're just like, hey, I'm just kind of looking to fuck and that's it. And
Yeah.
then you're very open and forward with that. Then it's like, what are you gonna bag me
That
for?
should be your merch.
Yeah.
I'm just looking to fuck.
I'm just looking to fuck. That's actually great merch.
That's great merch. You should
Yeah.
make that your podcast.
Yeah, I'm just looking to fuck.
I'm just looking to fuck.
Yeah.
How much pussy you get? How many fours would want to fuck you?
Oh, dude, I'll clean up the fours, dude.
How many
Someone's
people you
gotta-
got on your social media?
It depends. Like all together, it's around like 8 million across all
Oh,
platforms.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it's. I'm super happy that I got it, but it doesn't translate into the craziest as much ticket sales as I would like.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you playing clubs? Are you headlining
Yeah,
clubs?
I'm headlining clubs, which is great.
Is it selling out?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes no.
I mean, dude, listen to me, man. That's pretty wild.
I'm so grateful for where I'm at. Like when you start, you never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
And the fact that I was able to get here now,
Yeah.
and I'm like, just keep working on it, stay on the grind, and hope that all the
Well, a lot of, I mean, listen, dude, it's like this generational thing where it's like a lot of people are like, dude, that's not a real, that's like fame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like,
But the good thing was I was doing stand up 7 years before I started doing any of the social media stuff. Like the whole thing for me has always been be a stand-up comic. The only reason I started making TikToks and Instagrams and all this fucking shit was because I want more people to come to the shows.
Right.
It's all been about I want to do stand-up.
but does your stand up reflect what you're doing? You know, a lot of times what you do on social media doesn't reflect the stand up. So when then they come to see the stand up, they're not there to hear your jokes. They're there to see you be that fucking weird, wacky, whatever it is they were on there. And it fucks the jokes up where, you know what I mean?
I think it's all my sense of humor. So I think there's like the parallels are so close into what I like to joke about, what I like to talk about. And because I think I'm good at making social media content, but I'm much better at stand-up. I've just been doing it longer. I've been working at it. I'm like you, where it's 7 days a week, go out every night, do as many shows as you can. I want to get as many spots in as I can and be a great comic.
Has someone ever been offended, like showed up at the show and be like, oh my God, this isn't what I... Have you had somebody... Is it mostly girls that show up?
No, it's all
It's dudes?
it's all the boys,
it's dick
dude.
heavy?
Yeah, it's all just dudes being like, this shit's so fucking raunchy. But I think my perspective is like is open enough that lots of times dudes bring their girlfriends, and they're like, actually, this like ladies can enjoy this show too.
Right.
But I think what happens is people come to the show and they have low expectations because they think I just started stand-up,
Right.
or because of social media, and then it's so much better, and then they're like, "Oh my God, this is great."
Oh, good. Well, that's
yeah.
good, man, because I think a lot of people fall victim to that. They become famous on social media, and they don't have the chops to back up the stand-up.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they're touring.
Yeah.
And they have this 60-city tour.
And it's
and then
fucking
people show up,
trash.
and they're like, fuck.
This sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Yeah, exactly.
You're done. And that's what I think is going to kill this.
That
Could kill the wave of comedy.
Every time a subculture becomes super mainstream, everyone jumps on board. That's just how it is. You look at it's happening with comic books right now. Comic books got super popular. Like comic books used to be the fucking nerds in the dark.
Yeah.
And then now it's like in movies and everyone's watching it, and then the outside opinions come in too, where it's like, oh, this needs to change. This needs to be more woke. These women are too sexualized. Same thing happened with comedy, where it was a subculture of people who enjoyed it and did it, became super mainstream, and then everyone's like, oh, this isn't PC. You can't say that. And then people who never consumed the platform before, then the money gets involved.
Money gets involved.
But then what happens?
When money gets involved, creativity dies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And what happens is eventually the mainstream stops caring, and we can go back to what we were doing before.
It has to die.
Yeah, you saw it with like when rap music was big in the 2000s. Fucking Macho Man Randy Savage put out a rap album. Everyone was rapping.
Yeah,
And
now
then-
rap's gay.
Now rap's gay.
Rap is gay. All right, listen, dude. It was so good to have you on. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man.
And maybe you can help me with my social media.
I'll give you a hand. Anything you want help with, we can work
Danny,
on some stuff.
I mean, I've been stuck at did we get any followers? He's like, no.
We'll work on some stuff.
I mean, Danny, what the fuck? What?
I don't know.
Thanks.
We'll
that's who's running my social media.
some clips. will
One who
come
goes,
out
Danny,
from
what the
this.
fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
No, Danny does a great job on the clips.
Well, we'll get some clips that we'll cross post on these clips.
I got to talk to Frankie.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do, Bobby.
Yeah. You got no more text.
Your career is over. You should try acting or plays. All right, let's check. These my dates? They're what? I can't see them, buddy. They're too small. These are mine. Okay, check this out. Well, look, just go to punchup.live / Robert Kelly. If you go there, you just sign up. It's your email. You're in. Anytime I'm playing near you, it will pop up. You can just go to the app. You can go to the website. I am there. You can get emails from me when I'm going to come to your town. I'm going to be in Jersey at Point Pleasant. I'm going to be at the Beacon, New York. I'm Wichita, Kansas, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Favorite porn star, Gage, lives in Arkansas.
Oh yeah.
Gun-toting chick. Oh, I love her so much. Morris Plains. I'm all over the place. If you go to punchup.live, make sure you check out the bonfire. Me and the great, funniest motherfucker around, Big Jay Okerson, from 5 to 7, Monday through Thursday on Sirius XM, Faction Talk 103. And check out Bone to Pick Podcast with me and Paul Verzi. That comes out every week. And you can go to Bone to Pick Cast at gmail.com, send your bones in. Go there, check out all my dates, and support me over there. What do you got, dude?
Coming up, I'm in Tempe. I got a show in New York. I got a show. We're doing Pittsburgh, Tampa, and what's the last one? Cincinnati. That's all like early October, late September. So go to CheDurena.com. Check out that. Check out Dark Holes with Che Durena, my podcast. And besides that, any more stuff, you can just go to CheDurena.com or at Che Durena on all platforms.
And here's the deal. We're going to go to Patreon right now, patreon.com / Robert Kelly. If you like the show, if you're a supporter of the show, if you're watching this on YouTube, go over there, become a member. It's like $5 or whatever, and we're going to ask questions from the Patreon. We do the kind of extra thing. We do an extra podcast a week just for Patreon fans only. If you want to support the show, I know times are crazy right now. You don't have to. Just watch it free on YouTube. But if you're watching it on YouTube, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, go in the comments. You got to get the rhythm. I got to get to the alga like this kid's at. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week on You Know What, Dude podcast. You're the best.